Hey viewers, welcome to another game of Schedule Pro Gamer. Today we're doing a game from Tristana, played by the only Sauce Boss, and we are starting off with the Dorn's Blade here. And yeah, he's using the free Riot skin. So for those of you who don't know, Tristana is free. If you if you hit the like button on the Facebook page of Riot Games, and yeah, you get a free Riot skin with it, and that's the one with the pink hair. And Tristana is quite a nice character to play, actually. I mean, she's not one of the strongest, but she's definitely fun to play, and she's very useful, especially for new players. So that was really risky by this Mordekaiser, but okay. Yeah, so top lane already showed itself, and mid lane is staying with the turret, as she should. So Azriel apparently mid on the enemy team, and here we can see all of the stats and all of the items, well, except for Azriel, but okay. So yeah, Cassadin going for cleanse and clarity, which normally you don't see a whole lot. I mean, cleanse you see on tanks and sometimes on characters that suffer a lot from the CC type of effects, but yeah, you don't see it a lot on casters that are ranged, basically. Well, I think all casters are ranged, but anyway. So they're up against two melee champions here. So Tristana is of course ranged, and Rammus is melee, but they should be able to do some nice work here. I have no idea what Rammus picked as a first skill, because I don't think he has used anything yet. And with either the taunt, or he took the defensive ball curl. With either the taunt or the power ball, they would have gotten a kill there. And yeah, he took the defensive ball curl, which is not very useful early on. Well, as a first skill. And there you go, first blood. And while we look at this, let's turn the music back on, or the sound. There we go. So this is exactly what Rammus should do. He should have done that level 1. You have to look at your lane composition, so your laning partner basically, and then you have to look at what the enemy brings against you, and then you should see that two melee characters, yeah, you should definitely do the taunt. And getting executed here. Oh, Rammus, what are you doing, dude? Yeah, he might as well have gone for it, because that was just plain stupid. So Rammus missing the kill there. He could have gotten an assisted kill and at least gotten, yeah, a 1-for-1 trade there. And now they have two deaths, well, one of which is actually going to the golden experience of the enemy champions, but still, they let him live, or rather Rammus let him live. Rammus should have either ran out or just hit him. And well, as soon as Mordekaiser came in, he should have just ran out, but anyway. So going for a rocket jump and explosive shot here. Explosive shot is of course very useful for farming. Not very useful for anything else in this lane. Maybe against what's his face, Trindamere, because Trindamere has a heal and it prevents healing, so I guess that's good. And I'm not sure if I actually have a game from Tristana yet, so I'll discuss the skills a little bit. First of all, she's the only champion that I know of that has a range increase in one of her skills. In this case, the innate ability. So the further she levels up, the bigger her range is on her auto attack. Then rapid fire increases her attack speed for by 30% level 1, and then that levels up, of course. And I have no idea why he's not taking it, because it normally is one of the better skills, because, well, you can do a lot of damage with it. 30% more attack speed means 30% more damage, and yeah, that's normally taken very early on. Anyway, rocket jump then. That is normally only one level, because it is a utility spell and it's not really used as damage, unlike what he is doing here. He's trying to do damage with the rocket jump, and normally you use it to escape or to slow people, but then the level 1 slow is good enough, and you don't really need to get a second level into that. Anyway, the explosive shot, as I said, really useful for farming. It deals 75 magic damage in an AoE around any killed target. So that it might be a minion or a champion, but yeah, normally it's minions, of course. So you can clean up whole minion waves with just a few shots, because every time one of them dies, you will do an additional 75 damage, in this case, in the case of level 2, so now it's 100 damage. It probably started out as 50. But you can do extra damage to oh, don't run into that. And there you see the problem with using too many of your skills, because he actually survives this for now. Yeah, he's going to survive this. Yeah, because he didn't have rocket jump available to him, he couldn't get out easily, and he got lucky there. Anyway, the active, as I said, reduces healing and health regeneration, and it of course deals damage, but everything deals damage in this game. So yeah, that is kind of useful if you're up against a heavy healer or someone with health potions, with a lot of health potions. And well, Tristana is a healer, well, does a lot of healing, so I guess it's somewhat useful here. It is still a really great thing, even if you don't have a healer in your lane, because it can clean up whole minion waves, and it means that you can basically farm up pretty well. So the ultimate then, Buster Shot, fires a big shot, big cannonball as they call it here in the tooltip, and it just does some damage, and it has a knockback effect. And you can use it to either get them out of your face, so to basically protect yourself. You can also shoot someone into turret range or into your team. And yeah, finally you can of course use it as a finisher to do extra damage, which is mostly the case. There's a huge AP ratio on it, by the way, so oh, already level 6, and there's the Buster Shot. Yeah, exactly. So that was the ultimate. Tristana didn't run out in time and got killed for it. And wow, this is going to be another kill, because this Mordekaiser also didn't run out when he had the chance and gets killed for it. That was not lucky at all. That he could have killed him even if he had like 200 more life, because Mordekaiser didn't charge up his shields completely, and yeah, just get shot down. He overextended completely, and yeah. Oh, Rammus was lucky. Okay, sure. Didn't see that. So anyway, the complete array here screams AP. I mean, it's AP ratio, AP ratio, AP ratio, and still Tristana is normally played as an AD champion because people don't want to have this spike damage. They instead want to have a steady stream of damage and only use the Q as, well, the skill of choice. With the W, as I said, a utility skill, and then the explosive shot makes that you can clean up whole minion waves almost instantly. And the ultimate is also more of a utility spell. And yeah, once again getting a kill there on the Tristana, who's not doing the best job ever, but that's the problem with being melee versus ranged. If you're the melee, then you have to be very careful where you stand in a team fight or in a fight, and well, basically you have to watch out for everything that the ranged character does, because you're going to take a lot of damage for everything you do. And that's exactly what Tristana is seeing here. I mean, he's been killed 3 times already. He does have 2 assists, so that's okay-ish. But it's definitely not good. Mordekaiser taking a free shot there, an extra 100 damage. And Mordekaiser, of course, can load up his shield on the minions and on enemy champions, and can therefore stay alive even though he is a melee champion. But Tristana doesn't have that. He only has a heal and of course his ultimate, but you really don't want to use your ultimate to avoid getting harassed. You want to use your heal for that, but yeah, you better just stay at the turret so that the ranged character doesn't have too much of an advantage. Yeah, and it seems that Tristana wasn't really paying attention or something, and he gets killed because Mordekaiser finally did something useful with his charge up ability of his shield, and then Vladimir completely loses this guy. Yeah, indeed, Vlad, don't run. There's no reason to run from him. He can heal like 300 life and that's about it. And now Vladimir is in trouble. So we see more and more of the jungling Tristana nowadays, because that means that after a gank he can just heal up on the minions, just like this guy is now doing. But this guy cannot do that because, well, he doesn't have any enemy champions in the lane, and you need to be able to hit quite a few times to heal up, even with the new mechanic. But yeah, I like jungling Tristana. I think he's a lot fairer than some of the other junglers, which are, yeah, well, all about jungling. Tristana can be both a jungler and a laning character, although as a laning character he really doesn't do well against ranged characters, as I said. So Tristana, yeah, could have avoided that last kill easily. I mean, she should have accepted the fact that it's really hard to kill Mordekaiser. And we lag a little bit here, but that wasn't me, that was actually the replay. And again, because he used the rocket jump as an initiation, he couldn't get out with it and doesn't have any mana here. And wow, actually avoiding that. Rammus might be able to taunt him, and yeah, that doesn't work if Tristana just stays out of it completely. So they might get lucky and have this guy staying in, but probably not. Although he is healing, so he might think that's a good idea. It definitely isn't. It seems that Rammus has gone home now, and Tristana is going to clear out this minion wave and get all of the minions, well except for one, but that's okay. And Mordekaiser went home as well, which is... oh no, he didn't. Oh come on, Buster Shot, yeah, there we go. Exactly, so I saw this coming like a minute ago, when I said that he should go home. But yeah, these kind of mistakes you should be able to avoid. It's not that hard to avoid. And yeah, Tryndamere coming in from the total wrong direction. He should have come in from behind the turrets, so that this taunt from Rammus doesn't work like that. The taunt from Rammus is one of his best skills, and if you can utilize it, you indeed get these scores. You get the bottom lane in this case is doing 8 against 3. So that's a normal score for these kind of combinations. Because Tristana does a lot of damage, but she cannot really CC someone, and then Rammus can CC them pretty well, but doesn't have anything to do damage with, especially early on. That's an enemy CV, sure. So the enemy has Nidalee with Clairvoyance, which isn't something you see a whole lot. And then yeah, I have no idea how this guy got killed, because he has an ultimate that flashes him all across everything, and then he still gets killed like that. He probably wasn't paying attention. It's one of those reasons why keeping an eye on your opponent is very important, even if you're running away. I mean, I'm not doing that either normally, but still. And yeah, there's nothing's going to happen here unless someone is coming to help. But oh wow, I was expecting him to have more escape abilities than that, but it's okay. So yeah, they're totally winning this game now at 17-7. At least it was very exciting early on. Normally we see that the early game is not very exciting, but in this game we saw quite a little bit, quite some action really early on already, and that's exactly what we like to see, of course. And this guy is coming to clean up this, I'm hoping. So also using his abilities to clear this up, which is fine for now, but yeah, we saw Tristana do that quite a bit early on, and I'm really thinking of making that my weekly challenge, because I want to make one last weekly challenge, as all of the fans know, all of the ones that actually wanted the weekly challenge to return. I want to make it something that has to do with mana management, because it is apparently very hard to do. Because yeah, I've seen a lot of, for example, Ashe players taking either clarity or oh, what's it called? The mana mune. So the Tear of the Goddess into mana mune, and yeah, Ashe really doesn't require any mana at all. I mean, you need to have something like 200 mana, which is, I think, your starting mana, and that's your maximum. That's what you need. But yeah, they keep spamming everything early game and then complain about having no mana or taking the blue buff even. Or as I said, clarity, and that is just, that's crazy. That's just stupid on a stick. I completely don't understand why people would do that, because everyone should know that an AD carry, yeah, if you have an AD carry, then you shouldn't get oh wow, then you shouldn't get clarity ever, and you should have no problems with your mana. So we see a nice triple kill here, and the team getting 4 for 1 or 3. I'm not sure. No, it's 3 for 1. See, that's how you use the rocket jump. You use the rocket jump as an escape mechanism, and only very rarely as an offensive spell. I mean, we saw this last team fight where it was really useful to slow someone down before he runs into turret range, or to get into range, because your team is in range but you're not, and you're one of the big damage dealers, of course. Then yeah, sure, you can use it, but in general it's not the best way to use the spell. Then again, late game the cooldown is reduced, of course. Well, now it's still 16 seconds, so I guess not a whole lot of cooldown reduction on that. If it goes down to like 5 seconds, then I would say yeah, you can spam it whenever you want, but 15 seconds is a long time to wait. So I'm not sure about level 5 cooldown, but we'll see. Oh, just doing the ultimate and doing no damage afterwards. That's excellent. That's someone who doesn't know what his character does. And Rammus gets killed, but Rammus draws quite a lot of... yeah, he drew at least 2 ultimates, and that means that the rest of the team gets killed for free. So, because they focused Rammus, they had to use so much damage on that, because, well, he has Thornmail and Megatron Cloak. Yeah, you're not going to get the rest of the team then, because you're not going to have any damage left. And yeah, Tristana goes to 13-2-5 with the total team scores of 25 and 11. But yeah, that's kind of logical. If you're 11 kills up, then your team is probably going to be 14 kills up. So healing up once again, and yeah, you already saw the items probably. Infinity Edge, the big item, Cloak and Dagger, which is okay-ish. Does add quite a lot of critical strike. Let's see what the critical strike is now. 47%. Yeah, with Tristana it really doesn't matter whether you go for critical strike or attack damage, because, well, there's no AD skill here, so nothing scales up with your attack damage. So doesn't really matter. You can go for either one. And yeah, going for dragon here seems a little bit redundant, or unnecessary rather. It seems that if you just go mid lane and just push, then you should be able to protect Tristana, and Tristana can kill the whole team. But getting dragon is never a bad idea. And go Tristana. Oh, she's going for the one guy that is invulnerable. Instead of going for the ones that got ulted by Vladimir. But still, Tristana will probably clean this up. Oh, no. Come on. You have an ultimate, please use it. You have to split up the enemy team and then attack the weak ones. Anyway, it doesn't matter because this Caitlyn also has quite a lot of damage. She also has a BF sword and a pickaxe and a cloak of agility. In short, she has all the ingredients for the Infinity Edge herself. But we see a surrender here. So that's it.
Victory.
I hope you enjoyed the game. It was a short one, but still, it's quite well played from Tristana, especially in the combination with Rammus. So in the laning phase, and she made a few mistakes later on. So in the end stage of the game, but by then she was so fat that didn't really matter too much. But still, you should avoid making these kind of mistakes, overextending, not using your ultimate when you have it, things like that. But anyway, hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. GG.